Today we're checking out this Eibach Pro Truck Sport Rear Shock for the 0 to 1 inch lifted 2015 and newer 4-wheel drive F-150s, but excluding the Raptor. If you have a 0 to 1 inch lift on your truck, you like to tow frequently, or you just want tighter control than that factory rear shock can offer, this is a nice way to calm down the bounce and firm up the back of the truck without making it too harsh, so it's definitely worth checking out. The shock is built to work with trucks at a stock height and up to just a 1 inch rear lift, so it's aimed right at the level daily drivers and the mild off-road builds. You're getting a performance-oriented damping setup that helps cut down on nosedive and squat, so the truck feels more planted in the curves, during braking, and when you're loaded or towing. Because it's made specifically for the F-150, the length, the bushings, and the mounting points are going to be perfect and match up with the factory locations, so it bolts into place as a direct replacement with no hassles. Day to day, this is going to give you a more controlled ride over rough pavement and those dirt roads, less hopping around with bigger wheels and tires, and a more confident feel from the back of the truck. All right, when it comes to the construction on this one, this piston is going to use a gas charge monotube design with a really nice dust boot that's airtight and a beefy internal piston and a heavy duty body so it can handle repeated hard hits without fading the way that a basic twin tube shock can. The shock body has a weather resistant finish to help fight rust, and the rod gets a hardened coating to help it stand up to road grime and corrosion over time. Internal valving is tuned specifically for that half-ton truck duty, balancing stability and comfort. And the whole assembly comes pre-built, so you're simply swapping one complete shock for another one instead of trying to rebuild anything. As far as pricing goes on this is coming in right in the upper $100 price range per shock. That's a solid value for a name brand performance shock that's tuned for your truck, built to handle heavy duty use, and designed to last. When it comes to the install on this one, it's gonna get rated just a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and you can get this job done in just 2 hours of your time. So let's head on out to the shop. We're gonna give you a detailed walkthrough of exactly how this install process goes.
For this install, you need an impact, a 16mm socket, an 18mm wrench, and a pry bar. Also not shown on screen is a floor jack.
Today we're installing rear shocks on our F-150. Let's get into it.
So first, what you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna wanna get a pull jack, put it under the axle. Then we're gonna get a 16mm socket, an impact, and an 18mm wrench. We're gonna loosen this bolt right here. Then for this top bolt, we're only gonna need the 16mm socket and impact. Now it's time to install the performance shock. So to install this is the reverse of taking it out. We're gonna put this bolt up here. And first, we're just going to tighten it by hand. Now we're gonna connect the bolt to the bottom part of the shock. So you're gonna get a big pry bar. We're going to lift up on the shock. To tighten this down, we're going to use a 16mm socket, an impact, and an 18mm wrench. Lastly, we're going to tighten this bolt up here with a 16mm socket and an impact. Once you've done that, you can remove your jack. Now that you've installed this, repeat the same process on the other side.
All right, that's gonna wrap up our review and install of the Eibach Pro Truck Sport Rear Shock for the 0 to 1 inch lifted 2015 and newer 4-wheel drive F-150s, but excluding the Raptor. And for all things F-150, keep it right here at American Trucks.